Hey guys, today I'm going to cook a marinated rib steak on the Weber Kettle. So let's get queuing. I have a package of rib steaks here that my mom gave me. I cooked the other one last night just to try it out and it came out good. So we'll do this. Okay, so I'm going to marinate this one just to give it some more flavor. So I'm going to use about half balsamic vinegar and about half avocado oil. You can use any kind of oil you want, but I use avocado oil a lot for grilling because it has a high smoke point. Just has kind of a clean taste as well. Put a little kosher salt on there. And some Johnny's seasoned pepper. I use that a lot. Besides pepper, it has sugar, red, green bell pepper, garlic, and onion in it. Flip it over, do the other side. A little salt on that side as well. And I'm just going to let this marinate on the counter for an hour or two. For shorter marinades like that, I usually just let the meat sit on the counter. If I'm going to do it a longer period of time, I'll put it in the fridge, like overnight or something. And I'll just kind of like, you know, flip this once in a while and massage it a little bit so the marinade gets in there. All right, let's get the grill lit here. I'm using Royal Oak lump charcoal. Put a couple handfuls of it in there. This is a slow and sear. I have the stainless steel drip pan on this side, and this is also the stainless steel grill grate that goes with it. That is a paper towel soaked in cooking oil. I just use the avocado oil because it's all I have. So as soon as that gets going, we'll get the steak on there. The coals are looking good, so I'll get the steak on there. It's been in the marinade about an hour and 45 minutes. So I'll just cook it indirect like that. I have the vents wide open for now. And when the temperature gets up to, internal temperature's around 100, 110 degrees, then I'll sear it. The steak's been on here for about 10 minutes, so let's take a peek at it here. All right, I think I'm going to flip it over. I don't know if that's really necessary, but I'm going to. Get the lid back on there. This has been on there for about 20 minutes total now, so I'm going to see what the internal temperature is. About 108 right in the center there, so I think I'm going to go ahead and start searing it now. So what I do is just rotate the grill grate so it's over the coals. And what I like to do is just kind of do the constant flip method. So what I'll do is like sear it on that side for just a bit, and then I'll flip it the other way and just constantly keep flipping it till it looks about the way I want it. I don't want to burn it here. Woo! I kind of like this constant flip method because I think it's easier to keep from overcooking it. Plus it's kind of fun, just flipping it back and forth. All right, I think that looks pretty good. It's got a nice color on the outside. Let's cut it in half and see what the inside looks like. All right. Pretty juicy looking. All right. See where we're at. It's a little pink in the middle. The one I cooked last night was a little bit too rare and it was a little bit chewy, so I ended up putting it on a little bit longer. So this one here, I cooked just a little bit longer and it might be better. So we'll try a piece of that center part right there. It's not a super tender piece of meat, but that balsamic marinade gives it a nice flavor. I like that. Let's see what Annie thinks. She looks a little sleepy. I have a nice edge piece with some fat on it for her there. I'll give her that. Looks like she likes it, but she looks a little tired this morning. The internal temperature of that steak was about 140 degrees Fahrenheit when I took it off. Usually I cook a steak to about 130, but like I said, that was a little bit tougher steak, so I left it on a little bit longer. Anyway, I'll write everything in the description like usual. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.